Hello and welcome back to our survival let's play on No Man's Land. We're in cab and we're on our way up to the store, and what I need to do is quickly change that in time stick. We are on our way up to the store because we want to buy a new bit of kit straight off the bat, and that bit of kit is a windrower. I've decided I'd be really close once I sold what we're about to sell. In fact, I wouldn't be really close. I'd be able to buy one of the placeables I want. However, I can't be doing without windrower anymore. I need to see where the best price for these tomatoes are. Yeah, I cannot be doing with that windrower anymore. It's just too small. It takes too long. In here. So we're gonna invest in a new windrower. Let's get that off. Take a little while to sell. I've done these off camera. I've done a few things off camera. I'll show you when we go back down to the farm. Not masses amount, just some sort of time-consuming jobs that we've seen done quite a lot before. So I got £3 grand for that. What I'll do, I'll just ditch that there, and now let's go up here and get this sold. So we've got the windrower on the front there, if you haven't guessed already. The other thing I'd thought about doing, you know, is investing in another furniture shop. I can't remember exactly how much we paid for the first one, but I'm just stacked up with planks all the time. I can't knock furniture out quick enough. But like I said, I can't remember how much we paid for it, so that might not even be an option at the minute, which it's probably not, to be fair. Right, leave that running. How much are we going to get back for this? Do you know what? And we'll repaint it as well. We're going to get back more than what I thought we would, which means we're going to get a bigger windrower than I thought we were going to get as well. There was two that I was considering. Well, three actually, because there's that one as well. So that's 8.4 for 19.5. There's 8.5 for 19. That's one of the sort of rake type ones. That was the one I was considering getting, and that's a 7 metre one there, for 14. So do I want that one at 8.5, or do I want that one at 8.4? I think I want this one up here. Right, 19 grand, only requires 35 horsepower. Let's see if we can actually get this on. Right, we're going to go back down and we're going to get cracking with what's left of the day. We're back down and we'll see some of the things that we've been doing. If you heard my phone ping just before I went off, that was a tweet notification come through. Canadian girl Ashley, thank you very much for, I don't know if you either retweeted or liked the tweet I put out earlier. It was for the, in fact it was for, I'll tell you exactly what it was for. It was for the episode before this one. that monster upgrade episode where we got the new header for the harvester. That's what it was for. Right, that just must be on already. Yes, it is. So, off camera, we've cut this. We've baled that field in front of us. We've cultivated both this field on the left and the field in front, and we've put manure down on the one on the left. That's everything that we've done. I wanted to get, we still had a good chunk of the day left. Oh, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? We still had a good chunk of the day left I didn't want to waste, but also there were certain tasks that I didn't want to just sort of fill up an episode with. Those things that we need to do. Don't want to do that. Right, this isn't going to look good anywhere I do it. Let's back up. And let's see if we can just knock it off. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this. Definitely not pulling it back onto the field. There we go. Yeah, so there were the few jobs I wanted to get done before we came back on. Just try to sort of help the videos progress a little bit. Back down, there we go. I've been up and filled the manure spreader again, because we need to do that field just behind us again, before we put any seed down. The thing that I wanted to ask, because I can't decide, one of them fields there, must be right on the edge, yeah. One of them fields I'm going to turn into a grass field, I think. My head's telling us to turn it into a grass field because we'll make more money. And we can still get the amount of crop we need by losing one arable field. So, I think that's what we might do. I don't know which one. If you look over to the top right, you'll see the field where it's got sort of the bit in the middle where there was trees and we've cleared. A placeable is going to go there. I know what placeable we're going to get. We just need the funds to do it. But what I don't know is if that's going to be the one we transform. Before we even started, I nearly started seeding this one in front of us as grass. But I decided against it right at the last minute. We'll make so much more money. I'm just worried. Things like days back. Things like getting the straw. Oh, that's another point as well. I'm hoping towards the end of this episode we'll have a piece of the kit that'll allow us to put straw in our factory. Because obviously last time what we did, we bought a piece of kit, didn't we? But then, which I was going to keep, but then sold it back again at a decent loss actually. So I want to be avoiding that. And I found a bit of kit that'll let us do it. It'll be time consuming like, but I mean that's all what Survival Let's Play is about, isn't it? It's not just about getting the biggest or easiest piece of kit going. Right, so we can finish this by the end of today. I don't know why I said that, because it's not going to make any difference. What I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly get a time lapse on. We'll get this done, and then what I'll probably do is progress into the next day rather than baling and wrapping in this in-game day, because I think we'll start losing my light. So let's get the time lapse on and enjoy the music. Was a lot easier. That was so much quicker. I don't know what the size of the windrow was beforehand. We'll have a look once I've done this last little bit, but my word, that was easier. I mean, I was going to say it's a double-edged sword, but it's not. I was going to say in the fact that we'll have to stop more using our baler, because the rows are bigger, so we'll create bales quicker. But I don't think it'll take up the amount of time what we've saved by using this. So it was only 4.7 metres the last one we had. This is obviously 8.5. Do I want to start baling now? Should I try to get that done? I could possibly get that done off camera. I could even seed this field. In fact, I could do that, couldn't I? And then that gives us a day where it's just grown. So many options. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I need a shed for here as well. This area, I think, is going to be... We're going to get a sort of bigger shed at some point. Obviously when we've got the money. There's all our bales. I say all our bales. There's a lot of our bales. Full trailers full. Not to sell, but to turn into manure. I think what I'm going to do is grass the field over the... Which field's bigger? That field's bigger, isn't it? So if I grass this one, but then again, I'm going to grass the far side one. And part of the reason is because I know there's going to be a placeable in the middle. So I just think it'll blend in better in the end. you'll have seen these bits of here as well, where you can there's different textures on both fields. That's where the when I was doing the terrain editing before, and it was clipping the trees. So I've done like awful little chunks on the edge of the field. That's just where I've corrected that. So I got our little plough. It's only like a 2 or 3 ferro thing, isn't it? I got that and just sort of leveled it up a bit. I mean, I think I'm getting to the point now where just nearly all our equipment needs replacing, doesn't it? I think that's pretty much where we're at. Because I mean, this feels tiny, although I have just come off playing on Carmston, which by the time you see this you'll have already seen that Carmston episode, which I haven't actually finished at the minute. But we've just been using like, we use massive bits of machinery on there, don't we? And then we come on here and it's just absolutely tiny. I mean, what's this? Is this like 3 meters, I think? Well, I think the bit of the cedar or planter that we've just used on Carmston's like 12 meters. And on here, I wouldn't be able to dream of just spending 290 odd grand on a brand new tractor, which I have been able to do on Carmston. I'm absolutely over the moon to do it. 45, 46 mile an hour, something like that. Right, I'm not going to time lapse this. All I'm going to do, I'm going to get it done, and we will come back in March. So we'll jump to that. Okay, so we're back on. It's March, and you'll see we're now in the minus, which presents a real issue, because I pretty much need to fuel both tractors, and I've got no money, and I don't know how we're going to resolve it. I know I've got some oat drink to sell. Right, we've got oat drink and we've got some oil, which isn't at its best, but I could sell it. Furniture, again, isn't at its best. We've got straw as well. I mean, obviously we could sell the straw. And the other thing we could do is what was suggested to us. It was ages ago, actually, like when we first got the sawmill. I can't even remember when that was. In fact, we'll go up there now. So it was suggested that now, because the only reason we got this was to sell wood. Only reason. We do nothing else with this. So it was suggested now we've got the other factories to sell this. I mean, that would give us a really big boost. Saying that it isn't, that 16.5 grand. I thought it was going to be more than that. We will sell that. I expected more than that, you know. I expected loads more than that. I mean, I know we've been on this a while now. Just tab over. I know I don't particularly like to. Yeah, we've been on it a while, and I don't know how many years in. Does it even tell us? Does it tell you years? Years played 6. So I mean, we've used it for 6 years, but oh my god, did I expect more than that? Right. Let's fill up. First thing that we're going to do, and we won't do all of it because this is going to take quite a while, is we're going to start wrapping our bales. When we're off, that water looks great, doesn't it? Looks really, really good. When we were off camera, I did 2 jobs. I always forget how big that hill is. I seeded the field over the far side there, so that's our biggest field. It's now got grass in it. And the other job we did, that took ages, by the way. And the other job we did was we baled this field, which also took quite a while. I mean, it was pitch black by the time I finished. And there's no way we're going to be recording in it. I mean, are we still, is this at this level? Other than this won't be fertilised, which is an issue. We're going to have to get fertiliser on here. And that hasn't been rolled either, but I need a special tool for that one, don't I? Or do I? I can't just use the roller I've got, can I? Don't I need a grass one? I'm pretty sure I do. Because I think I tried doing it on one. Why doesn't this one say it's been rolled? Is it because I didn't do it straight after that's so annoying. Because I didn't do it straight after seeding. Which, to be fair, there's no way I could have, it was too dark. But lesson learned, I suppose. It's not going to make that much difference. I'm hoping they're at similar stages. I think they are. Now, we've got 16 grand. I do need to fuel the other tractor, that's going to cost a few £100. However, if I can sell something, I'd like to finish today with a new placeable. Which means I won't be getting the bit of kit that's going to allow us to break our straw bales up, and I might even have to sell that 1 load of straw bales, which will still leave us with some, which won't be a problem. And to be fair, the manure isn't going down overly quick either. I'm quite pleased with that. And what I will have to do though, that middle field there, our field number 4, I'll have to put some sort of cereal crop in there. I mean, what we've been doing, why isn't that just taking it? What we have been doing is putting barley, haven't we? Because we get the best yield from barley in comparison to wheat, or sorghum for that matter. And we get the straw as well. So I might have to put barley in that middle one. But then I might have a look as well, if we've got a production whereby we can use wheat or I suppose oats. We are using oats. We'll get the straw off that. There we are. Yeah, so I mean, there's our oat drink away. We haven't got one at the minute for oats, for wheat, sorry. So I don't know. We might put oats in that middle one. We've still got loads of barley for the chickens. See how much exactly we've got. I'm sure it was like 50 odd thousand or something we've got. Yeah, nearly 52,000. We've still got loads of oats as well. So I think either or, to be honest. Either or. But then we can get that placeable. And the next thing I think I want... There was a front mower in the used machinery, it's gone now. However, I basically I took the option of that'll only be 150 horsepower tractor. I was going to say for 200. I could have looked at it. I wouldn't. In fact, I say I could have looked at it. It's 74 grand. No, I couldn't. What on earth am I talking about? Yeah, there was a front mower. I think it was like 3.4, 3.5 meters, which would give us that extra sort of width on our for cutting. However, decided to go for the windrower, which in my mind was totally the right decision. But I think the next bit of kit we buy might just be like the next main bit of kit we buy might just be a new mowing setup, whether it be selling the one we've got and try getting a sort of butterfly one, or whether just buy a front mower and use the side mower that we've got as well. I don't know yet. With the Fiat giving us 180 horsepower, it gives us a lot of options. It massively improves what we can do actually. So I'm not sure. I just wanted to get these wrapped while it was raining. I know it doesn't particularly matter on seasons of how we have it. I mean, I'll ask this because I haven't used it yet, and I won't be using it until I start a new series. But precision farming, does that bring anything sort of weather related into it? Will straw starting to sort of degrade and silage and just what we used to get on seasons on 19? Because I'd love that. I absolutely loved it, even though it was more to do. I love the fact that if you wanted to keep your bales intact, you had to put them under cover. I thought it was fantastic, and I'd like that again in this one. But with the precision farming, and this is kind of the reason I haven't even looked, it's not downloaded yet, and I know you get some free, you get some machinery as well, don't you, when you download it. But I've got 2 series going at the minute, this one and Calmston, and I'm not willing to put precision farming on either halfway through. I'd rather keep it off. This one's a definite no, just because we don't do seasons on this one. We're and the way we run it, I wouldn't want to put this one halfway through, and this one as well. This series is going to carry on for a long time. I mean, this is something like episode 58, I think. Possibly. What have I put out today? I've just have a look. So today I put out episode 56. So this is 57. This will easily hit 100. Easily. This isn't going anywhere, this series. The Calmston one, that one I'm high 20s. I think we might get to 50 on that one. The thing with Calmston is there's an update coming out, and if you use the update, you have to, it's a new save game you need, and I'm not doing that. Not a chance. And I don't know how our save will do if we don't update it. And the other thing I don't want to do is, in case I update it by accident and then can't go back, like can't play our save game. I don't know if that works or not, because I've never had to do it. I didn't have to do it on 19, and I don't think we've had to do it on 22 yet, have we? There isn't a map what's forced us to do that. So I don't know what's going to happen with Calmston yet. And we've just made an absolute truck ton of money on Calmston as well. Absolutely loads. The last episode I put out, or was it the episode we just do? See, because we haven't, I've just put me 2 no man's land ones out. I haven't done the Carmson ones in between. So you will have seen on Carmson we've made an absolute fortune. Hundreds of thousands from the potatoes, from productions. I know one of the sales I took to with the curtain cider, I had maybe about half a trailer full of different sort of products that we've produced in our factories, and we got 91 grand. And that wasn't even, it did include cakes, but what it didn't include was furniture. I know I might have already done it by the time this comes around, but on that map furniture's worth something like 31 grand per 1,000 litres, and we've got some of that to sell. So we make tons of money on that series, and it's completely different. But that one, that isn't going to last as long. I know it's not. That's maybe, like I said, it's maybe got at the very most 20 more episodes in it, but we might not even get that far, to be honest. It just depends on what this how we can go about with this update after. What I'm going to do, I am going to finish this, we're going to come back, and then we won't have much longer left, I don't think, on this episode, because it's starting to sort of get on a little bit. So 2 seconds, I'll be back, and then there might be something we're going to do just before we finish. All those bales are wrapped now. We are nearly at 9:30 in the morning, and I want to get this episode sort of wrapped up, but I do want to get this new placeable, and to do that we're going to see how much we can get for the oat drinks that we've got. These spawn so rapidly as well. I don't know if I've mentioned it on this one, I'm sure I have, how we got the ratios wrong. I'm sure we've talked about it on No Man's Land, I know we talked about it on Carmson. But, and actually, I know we must have, 100% we must have, because I remember Feldham mentioned it. He put a comment in on one of the videos. But yeah, it's 100% worth it doing this drink. Either this or the soybean one, which I'm doing on Carmson. It's the soybean drink. I mean, the way these are spawned, I didn't expect we would have as many as this. Thought we were only going to have a few. 6 maybe. Right. So it's only 700 litres as well. Which is why I think last time the sort of price was a little bit lower. Well, lower than what I thought it was going to be. So let's see how much we're going to get for this. Depending on how much we do get for this will depend on whether we're going to sell the furniture and the oil. Oh, we've got 2 lots of oil now. So let's see what we're getting here. Let's don't tip it, don't tip it, don't tip it. So 7,700 litres. What we're going with. 2,000, so we should have enough for what we want to do. Let's jump back down to the farm and have a look, see what we're going to get. Okay, that has took a while, and by a while I mean about half an hour to 45 minutes to do. I've had to sell some more things. I've had to go back and sell our furniture that we had and the 2 crates of oil that we had as well. The prices weren't at the best, but there's nothing else I could do, basically. It didn't go in the spot where I wanted, just because I couldn't get it to work. And to be honest, I couldn't get it to work in probably the first 2 or 3 spots that I wanted. But this is the placeable we've got. This is where I wanted it, in there. But I'm just going to have to cultivate that up, which is what I'm going to do off camera. We've now got our maple syrup placeable, so we are able to produce our own maple syrup now. God, that is bumpy. I'll have to soften that off, I didn't realise that. Well, to be fair, it's the first time I've drove over anything. Get that filled up. I'm desperate for fuel here. I don't even know if I'll get back. I don't know. Yeah, so maple syrup. We'll get that going. All you need is water. That's it. Nothing else. And it'll just keep producing. Price wise, I mean, it looks class as well, doesn't it? It looks really, really nice to have on the farm as well. It's something different. It's another production that we've got going. And yeah, I think it just looks really good. What was I going to look at there? Oh, price wise for maple syrup. Where are we going? Right one. Where are we at? Right at the bottom. There we go. So 1,400. That's not bad, really. In fact, it's peaked at the minute. Typical. 1,400. I think. In fact, I say I think. I'm certain. I've just went off it as well. You have to get a. Oh no. Grocery store. I was going to say I thought you had to get the actual sell point for it as well, but you don't. I've already got a sell point there, which is brilliant. So this is where we're going to leave it. I'll have to soften this road off. I'll do that at another point. We've done quite a bit. We've changed this field around, so this is now our second grass field. That middle bit we're going to plough up. We're going to plough this up and make it part of the same field, get it seeded now that we've got that. So basically this space would have been taken up by that, but it's one of them things. I think it was just the flatness of the ground. It was going to cost too much money to do the terrain editing on there, so I've been able to get it down here instead. But that's where we're going to leave it. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.